Wait, I have a question to ask you guys. All of you that are saying that America wants to steal our natural resources, Trump wants to steal our oil. I have a question for you guys. I want to understand where you guys are coming from, because me, I don't understand. Let me fact check you guys. America, United States of America, is one of the producers of oil in the world. One of the producers. In fact, America produces times 10 what Nigeria produces in a day. Nigeria produces 1.5 million barrels or less in a day. America produces 13 million barrels in a day. 13 million barrels in a day. Canada produces, I think, 4 point something million barrels in a day or so. So how is America that Nigeria buy oil from? Nigeria actually import oil from America. How is America going to come and steal Nigerian oil? I just want to understand you guys' talking points, because I've been seeing educated people that are supposed to know better coming to social media to say that, oh, Trump is talking about the killings in Nigeria because he wants to take over Nigerian oil. If Trump wants to take over Nigerian oil, Trump do not need your consent. Let's be real. Let's face reality. Trump do not need our consent to take our oil. All he needs to do is to call our leaders, our corrupt leaders. Just give them a call like this, and they will come running to him with those everything. In fact, they will pack everything and go and give him. That's just the plain truth. Oil this, oil that, oil this, oil that. What has oil benefited us as Nigerians? You that is in Nigeria, fuel, ordinary fuel, to buy fuel, power the generator, because we cannot produce the electricity that we use to buy fuel. How much do you buy it? You're talking of oil. I am from oil producing a community in Anambra State. My state produces most oil in Anambra State. What benefit is it to us? What have we gained? Some of you already know my village, right? We are even the least developed state the least developed community in my state. Our local government is the least developed local government in the entire state, in the entire Anambra State. Even villages that do not have oil, they are doing far better. They're doing far better than us. So of what benefit is oil to me, apart from enriching politicians and their pockets and their families and their cronies? How exactly has oil benefited me as someone that comes from a community that produces oil? You guys, the fact that you live in your privileged mansions, the fact that you live in Lagos, you live in Abuja, it's not like insecurity has not been getting to Abuja, because recently the attacks have been getting even higher and higher in Abuja and Lagos. But it has not got you cannot compare it to what people in other places feel. So the fact that you live in Lagos, you live in Abuja, does not give you the nerves to come to social media and shut down people who have lost everything to terrorism, who have lost everything. Do you know what it means for you to watch your entire family massacred by terrorists, killed by terrorists? Go and hear people's story. You don't just come and shut down people. How many of you have been speaking against the killings since it has been happening? How many people have spoken against these killings? None of you have shed light to these killings. And now that these people found a little succor from American president, you guys are now coming out to gaslight them, to threaten them, to blackmail them with fake patriotism. How do you want people that have lost everything to terror to fake patriotism? What kind of patriotism is that? Do you force people to be patriotic? I don't understand all this false patriotism that you guys do. That is the talking point of people who support the government. Mind you, people get killed every single day in Nigeria. Nigeria records, I'm telling you guys, Nigeria records more numbers of death on a daily basis than most countries at war. Do you know what it means? All these things are there. The statistics are there. The data are there. Go and research. If you're not living that reality, go and research. Go and research. You have smartphone. Type it. Google it. Go to social media. See people. Listen to people. Listen to the victims. What kind of tone-deaf citizens do we have in Nigeria? What kind of selfish citizens do we have in Nigeria? People that you have never ever sympathized with in your entire life. These people complain. Every day you hear 200 killed in Benue, 500 killed in Plateau, 100 killed in Nasarawa, 20 killed in Enugu, 50 killed in Ondo, 10 killed in Ogun. People are dying, guys. Wake up! These are not just numbers. These are human beings. These are people like you and I. These are people's children. These are people's fathers. These are people's mothers. It is not just numbers. It is not just another number. These are human beings. And they did nothing to deserve it. Even Gaza that invaded Israel. You guys can see the outrage when Israel reacted. Because Israel overreacted. How much more Nigerians that did nothing? They did not even attack anyone. They did not even do anything. They're just in their farmlands. They are just in their villages, in their communities are being wiped out. The other day, people that went to church in Ondo State were massacred. They were killed in their church. These people did nothing but just go to church. They were killed. Do you guys realize that these are human beings? You guys do not realize. You don't understand. If you are not experienced that, you will not understand. Back in 2018, I was in school. I came to my village for, we had school break. So I came to my village. There's this guy that I used to charge my phone because you guys already know, in my village we don't have electricity, just like the most parts of Nigeria, there is no electricity. So I needed to charge my phone. And this guy, he does this charging of phone in a commercial quantity. He has business where you come, he on his generator 24 hours. So you go there to plug and charge your phone, then you pay. I've been using this guy's services each time I come to the village. So that very week, I came back to the village because we had school break. So I came to rest in the village. And then I think 2 days after I came to the village, I started hearing like loud voice. People were screaming. So I ran out of my house to come and look what was happening. Do you know what happened? Herdsmen had killed this guy on his farm. He was in his farm. Oh. This guy was in his farm. Herdsmen killed him. All because their cows were eating this guy's crops. And he complained. That was it though. That was it. This thing that I'm telling you guys now, I witnessed the incident. But before then, I've been hearing stories about how herdsmen have been, my village people, you guys know that mostly we do crops, you know, we are farmers in my village. Before that incident, I started hearing things about herdsmen killing people, like herdsmen's cows eating crops that were planted, you know. So I used to hear things like that, and how herdsmen kill people, and everybody started, okay, we have to be security conscious and all that. So I used to hear things like that, but I did not really take it seriously, because while we are growing up, we used to go and see herdsmen. That time they don't used to like go on people's crops, you know. They are in the bush. There are so many bushes in my village, so herdsmen will be there with their cows, and as kids then we'll just go to the farm to go and see herdsmen, you know. We loved the sight of seeing the cows, herdsmen. They were carrying sticks that they used to control the cows. So this new generation herdsmen, this type of herdsmen, this new herdsmen, because this cannot be, I do not believe that these people are herdsmen. There is no way that these people are herdsmen. I don't just believe it, because which herdsman carries advanced weapons? For what? What are they doing with it? I don't understand it. These are terrorists. But because we give terrorists baptismal name in Nigeria, they will tell you, okay, this one is a kidnapper, this one is bandits, this one is herdsmen, this one is onongo men, this one is this one is that. All these people have a name, and that name is terror. They are terrorists. They are terrorists. Go to social media and see the level of kidnapping cases, the level of the killings. The other day, I saw that terrorists seized a lot of communities in Plateau State and renamed those communities. They seized the communities, they chased out the occupant, that is the indigenous people of that community. Then they renamed the communities. These are ethnic cleansing. Every day, Nigeria churn out high numbers of deaths higher than war zones. Numbers of deaths higher than war zone. Our governments don't do anything about it. In fact, there was this case of a girl that was kidnapped. This girl was on video call begging for her life from her kidnappers. It took this guy Harrison. He was reposting this thing and reposting it. People started paying attention. Nigerians started paying attention, and people were begging. The government, not even the president, could release a statement. Her governor uncle, her state governor uncle, nothing. Nobody said anything. None of them uttered a word. This is reality of so many people in Nigeria. They asked this girl to pay 20 million naira. Nigerians had to crowdfund to pay 20 million naira ransom to release this girl. That was how she regained her freedom. None of the political office holders uttered a word. None. Nobody whatsoever said anything. It's not like they did not see it. Say something against the government now or criticize somebody that is rich and connected. You will see that they see all these things, but they don't want to say anything. None of them uttered a word. Communities are cleansed every single day in the Middle Belt and Nigeria. Nobody utters a word. Nobody says anything to call. Nobody does anything to stop it. The moment President Trump, after many decades and after many years of crying for help, President Trump decided to speak for these people, and all of a sudden, the emergency lovers of Nigeria came out to gaslight, to blackmail, and to threaten. How dare you guys? We are talking about natural resources where people are getting killed. Guys, we are talking about natural. What is the purpose of natural resources? Is it not to better the lives of the citizens? Which Nigerian life is better? Apart from politicians and the connected people, which Nigerian life has been bettered by these natural resources? Is natural resources more important than the lives of Nigerians? Is it not person who their life they enjoy natural resources? Natural resources without security of lives, who is going to enjoy it? And who is enjoying it now? See, do not allow, that is why I say most of the time, you guys really allow privilege to blind you. Do not allow privilege to blind you. People are going through a lot. Things are happening. Ask questions. Many Nigerians are just out of tune with reality. Ask questions. Do not allow the fact that you live abroad or the fact that you live in hybrid neighborhood in Lekki or hybrid neighborhood in any part of Nigeria, and then you open your mouth to condemn people that are crying for help. Then finally, when someone came to speak for them, to help them, you guys are saying, why now? My dear, it is not now. During Trump's first tenure, I can remember when he met Buhari, he asked Buhari, why are you killing Christians in your country? So Trump speaking out for people that are killed in Nigeria it is not now that he started. He has done it before. He has asked Buhari, that was in 2020, before he left office the first time. So saying that Trump care about Nigeria, which resources? Which resources? You guys really, they surprise me. And today, all these things you guys are saying should be coming from people that are supporting the government, which you will say, okay, maybe because they're supporting the government, they have to protect the regime, the government, they have to protect them. But you that claim to be neutral, you that claim to be against the government, you open your mouth to shut down people that are crying for help. You are telling me that natural resources, which natural resources is more important than the life of those people and their families? There are lots of IDP camps in Nigeria. Lots of IDP camps. You guys will not even believe the things that happen in Nigeria. This has really proven that a lot of Nigerians are out of touch with reality. See, when these killings first started, it started in the northeast Nigeria. The people in the south started, it's none of our business. No, in fact, the people of Middle Belt and the south, because south and Middle Belt, not both regions, it's none of our business. They are killing themselves, They just want to use insecurity to score political points, to get this, to change Jonathan out, to do this, to do that. It was not anybody's business then. Nobody wanted to find out what was happening. Me, myself, because to be honest with you guys, I'll be honest, I never really paid attention. Though I was hearing it then, but I never really paid attention. Before you knew it, it entered the Middle Belt. Middle Beltans, we are crying every single day, massacre. It started happening in the Middle Belt. The same thing that was happening to Northeast. As if that was not enough, it entered Northwest. It started happening to Northwest people as well. And Nigerians in the south, we are like, oh, the northern people, they're just doing themselves, you know, they don't regard themselves, you know, they're just killing themselves, you know, concern una. Now, the chicken has come home to roast. It is also happening right now in the south. Everywhere is hot. Kidnappings, mass kidnappings every single day. Go to social media, see things. Don't just sit at the comfort of your home and make assumptions. Guys, there are real life things. There are people that are going through these things. And these are human beings. These are your fellow Nigerians. These are your fellow Africans. You are telling me that oil, non-existent oil, is more important than the lives of these people. Please don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. There is nothing more precious than life. Nothing in this world is worth anybody's life. Nothing is more precious than life. And then many of you now are coming out to say, the West are the ones that are sponsoring the terrorists. You know, the West are the ones that are... Which West are sponsoring the terrorists? How many? I remember, I think in 2021 or something like that, the UAE government gave Nigerian government list of terrorist sponsors, like people that fund our crowdfund for terrorists. He gave Nigerian government that list. Where is the list today? Where are those people being prosecuted? Nothing. Nobody was held accountable. Was it the West that told Nigerian government not to hold them accountable? In 2015, I remember Buhari, the late Buhari, said when I think Boko Haram appointed Buhari one time as their negotiator. And Buhari declined because then he was vying for presidency, so he declined. He said, no, that you cannot be negotiator for Boko Haram on behalf of Boko Haram, which is okay, it's good. I remember when Jonathan was going, like it was raining hell on these terrorists, Boko Haram, then they were in the northeast. Buhari was quoted to have said that the fight against Boko Haram is fight against the north. You guys need to pay attention. I was really young then, but I was, because okay, I will tell you guys something about me. I actually wanted to study political science growing up, so I did well. All my government papers, my government exams, I got A1. So even though I was young then, I knew a lot of things about politics. I still had all of these things, just that because of the kind of politics they play in Nigeria, I had to like fash it, I had to like just leave it. That's a story for another day anyways. So I was paying attention to the news then. There are also some prominent northerners then that also made some similar comments about the fight against Boko Haram. And how Jonathan, I think one military officer that Jonathan appointed at the time, that was all these things I'm telling you, go to social media, go to Google or go to social media, just type it, Google it, you will see everything. If I guess the screenshots, I'll also insert it for you guys. There was this military head, I think Ihe Jirika or something like that was his name. This guy was he was using the local militias and Nigerian military to rain hell on terrorists in the northeast. What did they do? They said that he was committing genocide against their people. I'm telling you guys how politics was politicized in Nigeria. They say he was committing genocide against their people. Jonathan had to relieve the army general of his duties. Then Boko Haram continued. And from Boko Haram, you have the ones they call bandits, you have the one they call ISWAP, that is Islamic State of West Africa. There are so many terror groups right now and more. The other day, I heard that a new terror group carried out their first attack. In fact, the Nigerian media put it, they carried out their first attack as if we are expecting more attacks from these people. My God, they carried out their first attack in Kwara State. Look at Kwara State that used to be a very peaceful state. Kwara State used to be very, very peaceful. Look at that state today. The same thing is happening. Is it in Enugu? The same thing. Anambra, the same thing. Ondo, Ogun, Osun, Nasarawa, Kano, that used to be peaceful too, is also going through. Everywhere in Nigeria is hot. And all these things are happening to real life human beings, like people, human beings, not cows, not goats. I'm not sure that 200 cows I've not seen where 200 cows were killed in a day. But in Nigeria, 500 can be killed and not even a word from the president. You guys will now start building up conspiracy theories that it was the West that doesn't want Africa to move forward. See, the day Africans started holding themselves accountable, the day we start to hold ourselves accountable, that is the day we will start to move forward. Your governors, your local government chairmen will collect money from Aso Rock. They will collect the allocation. After collecting allocation, they will not build schools, they will not build hospitals, they will not do anything with it. They will loot the money and use it for their own personal gain. And you will tell me that it is Trump that is in America, or Keir Starmer that is in UK, or Macron that is in France, that is telling them not to build schools, not to build roads, and not to build hospitals. What are you guys even doing? You are just exonerating these looters from their responsibilities. You are just a tool that they use to absolve themselves of responsibilities. These are arguments that are made by self-acclaimed educated people. Accountability is the first step to making progress. If you don't accept that this thing is my fault, okay, this thing, oh, I failed in this, and I shouldn't have done it this way, or I shouldn't have done it that way. Okay, let me see, let me try it this way, or let me look for another way that I can do it to solve this problem. If you fail to take accountability, my dear, you never even start. The president, TINUBU, and the governors, none of them could utter a word about the killings in Nigeria. None of them could visit places where people are killed because they don't care. It does not affect them and their families. They have private securities, they have Nigerian securities to themselves. So others should just go to hell. None of them care. But the moment Trump said something, everybody started running helter-skelter. This is the light that the victims of these terrorists are looking for. They wanted people to speak out for them. They wanted platforms, they wanted media houses. And there's nobody that can make their plight get to the press and get to the whole world than the President of the United States of America. And Trump didn't even say anything wrong. He said, stop the killings. How hard is that? Stop the killings. Stop. What you guys want it to continue? You want to continue the killings unopposed, unchallenged, nothing, like in secret. Nobody should talk about it. Do you think that covering it up will make it go away? I don't understand. Covering up the killings will make it go away. You are saying all of these things because you are privileged. And this is not even politics, to be honest. It is not politics. This is outright evil. It takes an evil person to be talking about natural resources when people are dying. And the thing about itself is even that most people that are even concerned, that is showing this fake concern for oil, do not even have oil in their communities. You are not even oil producing state. You are not from oil producing regions. What exactly is your obsession with oil? What exactly is the obsession? People are dying. You are talking about oil. What has the oil that we have got and all of those things, what have they done in our lives? See, do not get me wrong, Do not get me wrong. I actually do not want, and I'm not sure that any Nigerian even wanted Nigeria to be invaded. That is not a good thing. Nobody is even praying for it. To be honest, nobody is praying for it. Nobody at all is praying for it. And Nigeria is not even going to be invaded. But just to bring light and put pressure on our government to do. Look at, just because Trump spoke about it, look at how active our government is now, trying to engage these communities, trying to talk it out with the government, find a solution to it. That is exactly what we should be doing as citizens. But did we do it? No, nobody did it. The last time the Nigerians tried was in 2020. What did the government do? What was their response? The government sent the military to shoot at their own cities, to kill their own citizens. That was what happened in 2020 NSAS. Was it Trump, or was it UK or Germany or Canada that told our Nigerian politicians to send military to shoot at their own citizens? Because you people are very quick to blame Western powers. Everybody has their own interest. It is now you that will give them, okay, come in or don't come in. Anything that happens in Nigeria is the fault of our leaders. is because of bad leadership. Every single thing that go wrong or go right in Nigeria is because of the crop of leaders that we have. It has nothing to do with West or East or North or the colonizers or whatever you guys call it. Everything is the fault of our leaders. Take you now, for example, in your family. Let's say you are a mother or you are a father in your family, and another mother and father in another person's family will just come and tell you, my dear, hey, kill your children now. Kill them now. Give me their toys so that I'll take it to my own children. Was it not left for you to do it or not? No. It is left for you to choose to do it or not do it. But what did you do? You went ahead to buy your children. You took the toys and give the person. The person will now share the toys, take their own, give you your own. And tomorrow you will come back to say, no, it's not my fault though. It's those people that told me to do it. It shows that you don't have sense. That is why when some people say that Africans are superior to Oyibo or white, I just they love them. What exactly is the metric? What metric did you guys use to arrive at that? See, we just need to start being honest with ourselves. I turned this page, this YouTube channel right now to my own personal page so that you guys will also hear another, like, my contributions to some of these social political issues. It is not the fault of white people that Africa is underdeveloped. No, it's not. It is not. If you say now that, okay, it's the fault of white people that Nigeria is the same country, like Nigerians are joined together to be in the same country, of course, yeah. They joined Nigeria during the colonial period. They joined Nigeria together, okay. That one is different. Two truths can coexist. That you have bad road in your state is not the fault of America. It's not the fault of UK. People should just wake up for this victim mentality. It is fault of our leaders, our bad leaders. It is their fault that those things were not done. That is just the truth. So until we change our crop of leaders, these things will never change. We will continue to blame the white people while our own people suffer. Look at people that are complaining today that America wants to interfere in Nigeria. America wants to do. This present government now, in 2014 or 2015 or so, just few weeks before the election, they went to America. Now they invite America come. That time Barack Obama was president, and who was this Secretary of State? I've forgotten his name. Kerry Wilson or something like that. I cannot remember all these American names. The guy was Secretary of State. Nigeria, this present government, now they were in opposition then. They were the ones that used the insecurity as a political tool to remove the previous government. That's the government that was then. They went to America to report that government. They were the one that invited the America, which is good. It is very good, actually. Because that is their job as opposition. They are supposed to call out government and steadily be on the neck of government for government to do the right thing. The fact that government allowed those children to be kidnapped, those kids, those girls to be kidnapped in 2014, the government do not even deserve to stay. Because they have failed in their number one duty to protect lives and properties. That is the first duty of any serious government, any government at all, whether you are serious or not. That is your number one duty. Every other thing comes later. So these people that are in government now, they even took to streets. This one now that if you protest, they will send military to shoot you. Then nobody shot anybody. They were protesting. Even this President TINUBU, he was one of the protesters. He was protesting. Nobody shot at him. So why is it a crime right now to protest against? Because Nigeria is much more worse than it was then. In that 2015, the lives of Nigerians were better, like times 10 better than what we have today. Our economy was top 3 fastest growing economy in the world in 2015. That was before the election. Then after the election, what happened? Buhari took over. And Buhari destroyed everything. Buhari just crashed everything. Before 6 months of Buhari regime, we did not even have ministers. We didn't even have people, people that are supposed to oversee some of these things. We did not have. Buhari made himself Minister of Petroleum, Minister of Finance, Minister of this, Minister of that. Only him. These people people that are in government today, they supported Buhari. They supported every single thing, every single step that Buhari took then. They supported it. Today, they are telling us that they inherited a bad government. Oh, they even knew that it was bad, but they praised Buhari. They supported it for 80, and people were screaming that these things are not going to help this country. Did they listen? No. They did not listen because they were playing politics. Their pockets come first before the interest of the entire country. Now, everything is in real. Even when Buhari was living up this step, life was better. In 2023, life was better now. But look at life today. Nigerians are even more in danger. The economies are in shambles. Food, there is no food. You people will be telling me that which country has America invaded before, that the aftermath was better. Right, there are a lot of countries. A lot of countries that America have interfered before and their lives became better. Take for instance, Germany, this country. America interfered in Germany. Look at Germany today. See Japan, see Korea. There are lots of countries. Philippines, there are lots of countries that America has interfered and they look better after that. People are using Afghanistan as a metric. America did not just go to Afghanistan, remember. Terrorists that are based in Afghanistan attacked America. They attacked America. You expect America that when terror group that is based in a specific country attack them, they should just leave them like that so that it won't be like they invaded the country. What are you guys even saying? This is a superpower. You have the effrontery to attack them, kill their own people. It's not every country that is like Nigeria that you just murder their own people and nothing will happen. Not America. Not all these countries. They will overreact. And that was exactly the same thing that Israel did with Gaza. Just to set example that you don't just come into their country, kill their people and go scot-free. I wish Nigerian government would do that with terrorists. But instead, what do we get? The terrorists, they sew uniform. You guys know Ashebi, right? They just sew Ashebi uniform. The day I saw it there, I could not believe my eyes. You sew Ashebi for a terrorist. Say you guys are discussing peace meeting, you are doing peace meeting with terrorists. How dare you guys? These people killed a lot of people. You are calling them repentant terrorists. See, these things are not just me making things up. I am going to be leaving the pictures with you guys. There is a lot going on in Nigeria. I wish I had all the time to be bringing these things to you guys. So that, because many people, if you don't explain these things in videos, they will not even bother to go and check about it because they are okay where they are fine, you know, they live in mansions. You sew uniform for terrorists, you call them repentant terrorists, and then you reintegrate them into the society and the military. Guys, our military men and women suffer to get these terrorists. They suffer to arrest these terrorists. And later, our government will say that they have repented. These things happened a lot during Buhari time. I was even surprised that in TINUBU time, they are still having meetings and the same peace meeting with terrorists. How are you going to have peace with terrorists? These terrorists chose to be terrorists. They can never want peace. People are terrorists. That's just what they are, because they have killed a lot. So it will be difficult for them to stop. The best way to deal with them is to give them their own treatment. If not for everything, at least so that the families of people are direct victims of these terrorists will at least feel a sense of, okay, our government really care about us. But after military men and women suffer to get these people, you release them and say they have repented. Who does that? In fact, this video is becoming too long, but I hope you guys understand. I'm sorry for not doing the normal introduction because I really needed to put this out because a lot of misinformation are going out there. You guys, I hope that I will have time to make more videos to explain a lot of things that many of you do not know. Many people do not know about politics, Nigeria, governance, and things that concern this insecurity in Nigeria. So stay tuned to this page. Pray for Nigeria. Try to sympathize with the victims. There are people that are victims of these terrorists. Sympathize with them instead of trying to gaslight them or to blackmail them or to threaten them. Sympathize with them. Apologize to them for ignoring their pains all these years. And then let us put pressure on our government to do more to secure our lives, to secure the lives of our brothers and sisters, to make Nigeria prosperous for all of us. If Nigeria is working today, it's for the good of everybody. Yeah? If people's life are secure, it's for everybody will be moving moving freely. Because we just need to hold our government accountable. You know, there is nothing wrong with it. It is not wrong to hold your government accountable. This is all I have to say in this video because it's getting too long. I think I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you. Bye.